Hello, students. So, today the topic that we are discussing is chemical bonds. Chemical bond is actually a force that holds two atoms together. So, the force that holds two or more than two atoms together is called chemical bond. For example, here we have H2O. So, hydrogen and oxygens, they are actually bonded with each other by a force that we are calling bond, and we say that this water molecule H2O is chemically bonded with each other, in which two of the hydrogens are bonded to one oxygen via covalent bond. So now we will move on towards what are ionic bonds and covalent bonds. Bonds are actually divided into two categories. However, we have more than two categories, but up to this grade, we are just focusing on the main two, the ionic bonds and the covalent bonds. So, the bond which is formed by the transfer of electron, that is called the ionic bond, and the bond which is formed by the mutual sharing of electron, this is the covalent bond. So ionic is the bond which is formed by the transfer of electron, and covalent bond is the bond which is formed by the mutual sharing electron. So the bond which is formed by the transfer of electron is the ionic bond, and the bond which is formed by the mutual sharing of electron is the covalent bond. So up to this point we just have focused on what are chemical bonds. Actually, this is the force that holds two or more than two atoms together, and then the types of bonds, which is ionic and covalent. Ionic is the type in which the electron is transferred between two atoms, and covalent is the type in which electron is mutually shared between two atoms. So now we will move on toward what is ionic bond, or the more explanation related to ionic bond. So basically, ionic bond is the bond which occurs when an atom donates or accepts electrons from another atom. Like one atom is donating the electron and the other atom is accepting the electron. So one atom should be that atom that has this ability that it can donate electron. For example, if you see in the periodic table, the group 1a and 2a, which is alkali metals and alkaline earth metals, they have this ability that they can donate 1 and 2 electrons. So one group 1 elements, they have this ability that they can donate 1 electron, and 2 group 2, they have the ability to donate 2 electrons. So the elements, which is like hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cerium, they all are belonging to group 1, and beryllium, magnesium, calcium, barium, radium, these all, they are from group 2. So they have the ability that they can donate 2 electrons to form Mg2 positive cation, and these, they have the ability that they can donate 1 electron and they will form Li positive or Na positive. Okay, so they will form the cations, the group 1 and 2 elements, they will form the cations by losing 1 electron and 2 electron. The same way, the group 7 elements or group 6 element, they have this ability that they can accept two electrons or one electron, and they will form the anions. Like the element chlorine, which is belonging to group 7, it will accept one electron and it will become chloride anion. So the positive ions, they are the cations, and the negative ions, they are the anions. So when the anion and cation, they combine, they are mainly combined by the ionic bond. So the compound they form will be ionic compound, and the bond in between these compounds is the ionic bond. Same way, if you see here, we have the sodium. Sodium belongs to group 1 and it has the atomic number of 11. So if you see, the first shell contains 2 electrons, the second shell contains 8, 2 and 8, 10, and the third one is containing 1. So this is how this 11 figure is complete. So this one electron can be lost in the form of sodium positive ion. So there's no one electron outside the sodium, and that's how it becomes Na positive. The same way, chloride